Joseph here with the Every Veteran in Business podcast at the 2025 Dulles Franchise Trade Show, held today and tomorrow, April 26th and 27th. If you're interested in learning more about what it's like owning your own franchise business, then I highly encourage you to visit. There are over 200 independent franchise opportunities in attendance. Everything from lawn care franchises to ice cream parlor franchises to junk removal franchises. But more than that, there's also subject matter experts on topics like how to finance your franchise business, do's and don'ts, best practices when checking out a franchise opportunity. There's really just all kinds of great things going on for an individual like you who's interested in learning more about what it's like owning your own franchise business. So we're going to walk around and talk to some of the franchise representatives in attendance. Let's go.
All right, I'm Anton Nixon. I'm with Silbar Security. I'm the National Accounts Manager here with the company. Not only do I work with the company, I'm also invested as a franchisor as well. So I am involved with our Phoenix, Arizona location, and I've been doing this for 15 years here with the company.
So what does what would you look for in a potential franchisee interested in your company?
Yeah, anyone with law enforcement background, military, service members, anything like that, as we do offer a discount for those individuals, that would be amazing. But overall, just having that background of security, law enforcement, military, that's what we're always looking for.
I'm sure you often heard individuals say, well, why would I get involved with a franchise and have to pay franchise fees versus doing it myself? What do you say to that?
Our program's it's proven. It's a proven system. So we've already done all the hard work, figured out all what doesn't work, and we're successful now. So we have that image, that branding, our cars, the equipment, everything that we do, it's done. And we feel like our competitors don't have the image and the branding that we do to be successful. So,
and it really is, in franchising, it really is all about branding and professionalism. I mean, really anybody can open up their own security company, but it's a highly competitive industry. And if you don't exude professionalism, proper branding, then you're not doing anything to stick out from the crowd.
Correct.
Not only that, getting involved with the franchise, I like to say it's a ready-made business because you all have already made the mistakes.
Absolutely.
You have a proven system, you have your operations manuals, and those are a lot of the elements that separate those companies who are in existence 5 years later.
Absolutely. I totally agree, and that's what we feel. I've seen a lot of mom and pop security companies just with a regular patrol vehicle with a magnet on the side. And if I was somebody looking for security, that's not the type of person I would want on my property. I would want someone with the image, the cars. We have that look. So our image is what sells.
Let's say somebody's interested in contacting you and learning more about your franchise opportunity. How could they find you?
Absolutely. Silbarsecurity.com. Our local number, 757-663-6400. We're based out of Chesapeake, Virginia. I know we're in Virginia right now, but we have traveled around and been in different states with these franchise shows. But we are located in Virginia, and glad that this show is here in Virginia as well. So,
what about any incentives for veterans?
we offer a 10% discount for the veterans, which is a good chunk when your franchise fee is, a $50,000 franchise fee. There's 10% off of that right there, so it's very helpful. And our initial startup cost is between $90,000 and $150,000, $200 on the high end, and it all comes down to how many vehicles you would want to purchase. Stuff like that is how that price continues to go up. And that startup cost is with the franchise fee included as well.
So appreciate the information, and if any veterans are interested in coming on board and checking you guys out, can you repeat your website one more time?
Silbarsecurity.com. That's SILB as in boy, AR security.com.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So we're here with Spartan Floor Coatings with
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Tell us a little bit about your opportunity and why you're different from all the other floor coating companies out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we specialize in luxury floor coatings. So you're going to think garages, basements, outdoor spaces. It's a proprietary product that we've developed. And so what we're able to do for all of our franchisees who pass it down to their clients, lifetime warranty. So that already puts them ahead in the market. Our pricing is really competitive for them as well, so they're able to win a lot of business. Something that stands out about our opportunity is we do all of the marketing for them. So we're generating leads daily of people who have expressed interest in this service, and it's generated right into their dashboard. They're notified right away, and these people are booking appointments to set up with them. Their job's to close the sale and win the business.
So, what does a successful franchise candidate look like to you?
Absolutely. Somebody who's sales driven. At the end of the day, we are a sales business, and they've got to win that business to be successful. So they have to go in the homes of these customers, and people have to feel comfortable with them, and people will have to want to buy from them. So at the end of the day, it's somebody who is comfortable and confident doing that.
And as far as the skill level required to get into your franchise opportunity, is it somebody who has to have like maybe hands-on experience,
No.
do it yourself, or could just like a grandmother, for example, get involved in something like this?
Maybe not a grandmother. Somebody who they don't have to have hands-on experience. We have a few franchise owners that come back from backgrounds of technology management, data analytics. So they have a very corporate background. But what makes them really successful is they're driven. They have that drive to learn and to grow and to manage the business, and they're really coachable. So they might not have had the experience at the start, but they were coached through it, which allowed them to be successful.
So let's say somebody says, well, I could buy my own bucket of material and I could watch some YouTube videos. Why would somebody get involved in a franchise opportunity versus doing it themselves?
They can do it themselves, but they're not going to have those leads generated every single day who've expressed interest in this opportunity. They don't have that business model that has already been created. It's a turnkey model that's handed over to them once they sign on. They're getting trained for 2 weeks. They're learning the install process, the sales process, product knowledge, learning to use our CRM system, and getting everything that they need to be successful from the start. It's a lot of work to start a business from the ground up, and we take away all of that labor-intensive work that goes into it. Website building and things like that, marketing, that's a skill set as well. And they have the background in it, go ahead. But if this is somebody who wants to learn to grow a business and learn from people who have done it successfully, this is an amazing opportunity to do so.
Do you offer any incentives for veterans or first responders?
Absolutely, yeah. So right off the bat, we are going to give them $5,000 to spend towards marketing or product costs to alleviate some of that initial startup cost for them.
Awesome. If some of our viewers are interested in contacting the company and looking more into the franchise opportunity, how could they find you?
Absolutely. They can look up ownaspartanfranchise.com or email hello@spartanfloorcoatings.com.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Are you a veteran or first responder looking to own your own business? Troops Haul Junk offers a unique, highly lucrative opportunity in the fast-growing junk removal industry. As the only junk removal franchise exclusive to veterans and first responders, we provide all the training and ongoing support you need to succeed. No experience required. Join a mission-driven team today. For more information, visit troopshauljunk.com and click Franchise Opportunities.
We're here with Nancy with Dog Crazy. Nancy, tell us a little bit about your franchise opportunity and maybe a little bit about how the company started.
So I started the company in 2006 because of that beautiful girl right there. Yes, Piglet. She was the love of my life. She has since passed. She passed away in 2016 from a tumor on her heart. And after she passed, I wanted the entire world to know who she is. So that's why we started just growing our company. Right after she passed, we expanded up to 8 stores now. And now we want a franchise because I want everybody in the world to know who Piglet was and how she affected my life. And I want everybody to have as good of a life as she had because dogs deserve only the best.
So with 8 locations, you're considered an emerging franchise.
Yes. So we actually did own all 8 locations until January 1st. Now 5 of our managers who have worked for us for years have actually purchased numerous locations, the locations they've managed actually. So now they're our first franchisee. So we have, as of May 1st, I'll only have 1 store left.
So why the switch from privately owned to a franchise system?
Because we have funded everything ourselves out of our own pocket, and to get to the growth that we want, which is a dog crazy everywhere that you go, we just don't have the funds for that. But as long as we can teach people how to treat dogs the way that we treat them and to know what products that are in our stores and then know it's only quality products, we know we can expand it beyond that.
So what exactly does Dog Crazy do?
We are about pet nutrition. It is about treating your pet the way that they should be treated. So if you come into our stores, everything that you see, feel, touch is something that I would bring to my own animals. I'm actually a clinical pet nutritionist as well. And we want to make sure that you know that everything you come in, we have completely vetted it. It's going to be only the best for your pets.
So let's say somebody's watching right now and they say, well, I think dog crazy is something that might interest me. What would a successful franchise candidate look like to you?
Honestly, it has to be somebody who is passionate about pets as I am. If you come to me and you want a great business where you're going to make a lot of money, will you get that with us? Yes, 100%. But if you don't love dogs and your heart's not in it, then it may not be the right thing for you, because when you see a dog come in the door, I want you to be as excited as I am that you're seeing this beautiful creature that you get to help change their life and live a longer life. That's what we're looking for in a franchisee.
So sometimes it's not just about a business, it's often about the culture within the business.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the dog crazy culture?
So the dog crazy culture is about loving dogs the way that I love dogs. If you come into any dog crazy location now, our employees that work for us and our franchisees that work for us, I'm going to get a picture of your dog, especially if a new dog comes in. My phone is blowing up all day with, oh my God, Nancy, look who came in today. So even from afar, I get to see those dogs and love on them as well. So it is all about making sure that every dog that comes into our store is the most important thing in the entire world.
What is the initial investment, the typical initial investment for a dog crazy location?
So it actually, can I pull my husband in on this one? He's the numbers guy. Christopher, numbers.
I'm sorry?
Numbers.
What about him?
So he wants to know what's the initial investment.
What does
for a
initial
dog
investment look like for a dog crazy location?
So it depends on what we're trying to. If you start off retail, then it's very low. And I always say, from a customer standpoint, they don't actually care what the shelves look like. They don't care about the walls or anything like that. They care about the products that we carry. And so from a equipment standpoint, you're looking at $40,000, $50,000 worth of equipment to put the actual product on the shelves and stuff like that.
Which is actually significantly lower than what you would think getting into a franchise costs.
Yeah.
Because there are franchises out there who are a couple of $100,000. And if you love dogs, with that low initial investment, I think it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, when you're looking at the shelving, we have some top-end shelving, which you would spend $60,000 just on the shelving. But the customers don't care about that. They care.
You come into our first store, the first store we opened in downtown Fredericksburg, it is very basic shelving. It's a lot of stuff that I found at yard sales and things like that and put everything together.
Lowe's, yeah, like garage shelving, essentially.
Yeah.
So,
I'm from right around the Fredericksburg area, so you're local to me.
Nice.
And a lot of my viewers are from that area as well. Where are you located in Fredericksburg?
So we have 3 stores in Fredericksburg and then 1 in Stafford in that area. So we're on, the Stafford store is on 610. And then in Fredericksburg, we're right on William Street in downtown Fredericksburg. We have a store on, what used to be Jefferson Davis Highway, now it's Patriot Highway, Cosner's Corner Shopping Center. And then the other one is on Plank Road in the Chancellor Shopping Center.
Now, that area is pretty military heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you offer any incentives for veterans or first responders who are
Absolutely.
interested in
Yes.
getting on board?
absolutely.
Everything.
And
Yep.
every day.
And teachers also.
Yeah, so everyday discounts for first responders, military, teachers, 10%. So, and then we also have additional loyalty programs that they have access to for frequent buyer programs and things like that.
I think what you guys are doing is amazing. I think your story is heartwarming. I'm glad you didn't cry.
I didn't cry. I'm getting better about not crying when I talk about her.
Well, I think you're doing Piglet's memory justice. She's looking down on you smiling right now that you're helping all kinds of other dogs. Now, if our viewers wanted to find out more about your franchise opportunity, how could they visit you online to learn more and contact you?
Just go to dogcrazy.com.
Dogcrazy.com. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so
I was
much.
hoping you wouldn't cry, but you
I-
did, but
yeah.
that's okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the
Thank
good
you.
work you're doing.
Sure. So my name is Jessica Kustron. I'm the CEO and founder of the Pampered Peach. We're an eco-friendly wax bar that offers hard wax, soft wax, and sugar, and laser at some, depending on your skin type. And it's more of a custom approach as opposed to a one-size-fit-all. So what we do is we analyze the skin when you come in, and we give you the most painless experience possible.
Now, Jessica owns 65 locations, 65 franchise locations,
In contract.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. How did you grow so quickly?
Well, I am a single mother, and so failure wasn't an option for me. So I really started one foot in front of the other. I was homeless twice building this. Every dollar I made, I put back into the business. I have a really awesome book coming out in September. Please look out for it. You can visit us at pamperyourpeach.com. It'll be on the site. But really, I built it from the ground up and through failure and experiences into a proven successful model. So,
Now, prior to franchising, did you have any experience in how to franchise a business?
not at all. I actually was a high school dropout, and I went back to school when I had my first child. So, and I literally learned it from experience, from failing, one failure after another. I was really great at waxing. I didn't know how to be a great businesswoman. I learned by my mistakes that I made. And when I finally understood, I built something that could be replicated and brought to a city near you.
That's very, very inspirational.
Thank you.
What would a potentially successful franchise candidate look like to you? What is a successful candidate bringing to the table?
So honestly, the same that we do with our staff, we hire based off personality. We're looking for someone that is, wants to be an entrepreneur for themselves, not by yourself. The opportunity was never given to me, so I wanted to create something that gave an opportunity to other people. So we are a very low startup, high return franchise. Our candidates range. We have a mother and father that owns a store. We have a accountant that owns a store. We have a construction company family that owns several stores. We have a very successful lawyer they range from, everyone. Even though we're corporate, we keep it that mom and pop's feeling because this is a very intimate service. So we create that personability with franchisees as well as our stores.
Now, does a business like this have to be located in a big city to succeed, or can it succeed in a small location?
So it depends. As long as there's people, and this is a service that's searched for, this is a Googled service. So you don't have to be right in the best location. However, you want to make sure that this is a service that's in need in your area. So we typically like to go to the actual place before we allow the franchisee to pick that location. We work hand in hand. We have national brokers that will help assist. And then I fly out just to make sure it's a good feel. And again, it doesn't have to be in the most expensive plaza or the most foot traffic because it is something that's searched for as opposed to looked at, if that makes sense.
And let's say somebody says, well, I can offer those same services on my own. Why would I pay franchise royalties and initial investment to get started when I could just really do it on my own? What would you say to that?
Well, the competitive side of me wants to say, well, go do that, but not really. Truthfully, we have an award-winning wax. So I created our wax. We have hard, soft, and then sugar is outsourced, but our hard and soft is created. And I actually won the Guinness Book of World Records for performing 50 Brazilians in 1 hour.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So no one can get our wax. We've been offered a lot of money to sell our wax. We don't. And it's temperature regulated. So it's very different. We're able to perform 85% quicker than most competitors, which we're really proud of. We don't ever have a rushed experience, but more of a pampered. We just do it really fast. So,
do you offer any incentives for veterans or first responders who want to get involved in your franchise opportunity?
We do. We give them 10% off of
Now,
the franchise fee. And right now we're actually offering a buy one, get one. So you pay your franchise fee one time. And then if we're convinced that you're going to love your store, want to open up another one. And it's always better to have more because your marketing dollar can be stretched more. You could share employees, things like that. So with that being said, we will waive your second franchise fee if you open or commit to a store within a year's time of your first. So.
Guys, that's very, very unique. That does not happen in the franchise industry. That's a really unique way to help expand your business.
It is.
Now, let's...
And honestly, we are not here. There's a lot of in franchising. There's a lot of franchisor versus the franchisee. I come to every franchise show because I want to handpick who gets involved with us. Reason being is because it's very important to set a frame with the right people. And so I want to see passionate people that love business as much as I do. And that's really what I'm looking for. And with that being said, we really have created this opportunity to be the lowest cost that we could possibly go for them to be able to have a successful model. So that's why we're offering the second store at no additional cost, minus their build out and all of that, but no additional fee, franchise fee for it.
I think what a lot of franchise systems forget about is the company culture. The
Yes.
company culture can make or break the company.
It can.
Talk to me a little bit about your company culture.
Well, our company culture is you can literally go to one of my stores and you might see me there. I still take clients once in a while. The company culture is it's definitely a vibe. You walk into one of our stores, there's a scent there, there's a smell. We have our own custom peach scent. It's bright, it's vibrant. We hire based off personality. We can train anybody with our services. But it is it's a whole vibe. It really is. And that's how we build our tribe.
Are
So-
most of your franchise owners women, or do you have some guys in there as well?
No, we have men as well.
Now, if somebody wanted to reach out to find out what it's like to get information about being a potential franchisee, where can they find you online?
They can visit pamperyourpeach.com, and then you can go right to the franchise after you scroll through the beautiful website. Scroll through, you can go under franchise, and you'll see a form. That form directly comes to me. That's something when you're looking at franchises, look how many CEOs are standing in front of their brands. But yes, and I will personally give you a call.
All right, guys, that is a big wrap at the Dulux Expo Center 2025 franchise show. You know, if you're interested in owning your own business, by all means, do not overlook a franchise business. Typically, statistically speaking, franchises are more successful long-term than your average single location mom and pop owned business. And there's several reasons why, least of which are built-in infrastructure, because the franchise system has already made the mistakes so you don't have to. We also have built-in camaraderie, mentorship, and guidance. And that's something you don't get when you're going at it alone. So I talk to a lot of individuals who are interested in going into business for themselves, and I'm going to recommend the same thing to you. If you're interested in going into business for yourself, do not overlook a franchise business. I'm Joseph, a host of the Every Veteran in Business podcast, signing off, and I'll see you next time.